Welcome to New Durham Junction. Today I have got Corliss Rail 37099 Merle Evans on the test track. It is DCC fitted, as you can see. Runs absolutely really nice. But today's video is going to be, I've covered it before, but just to refresh people. What I have got a class 37 Hornby TTS chip. Yes, I know it's an 8-pin. So what you need to do, you need to get a converter plug. You've got the 21 pin on one side, focusing, and you've got the 8-pin for the other side for the chip to go into. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the body off this class 37. Underneath there is a number of screws. You've got one either side of the tanks, 2 screws on the back or the front, and 2 screws on the front. Totaling 6 screws need to come out. So 2 seconds, won't be long. Right, the screws is removed. Now, a bit of wiggling. Remove the lid. I will turn the power off on the program track while this is on. So as you can see, we have got the 21 pin chip in the loco there now. So we need to remove that, replace it with that, then add the TTS chip, and then basically I've got the chip second hand, so it needs to go on the program track to be reset. So back in a second. Right, so there we go. I've added the 21 to 8-pin plug, and what you need to do is get your Hornby TTS thingy, plug it in, just like that. We've got the speaker put to one side anyway. I'm not a big fan of these Hornby TTS speakers. I will be changing this out at a later date when I get down to Peter's spares. So we're going to plug me handset back in, and we'll go through their programming. Right, so we've got the NCA power cab here booting back up. Right, so as the logo's on here, the program track, so you press program escape, and that comes up. Then you press number 4, use program track, and then you press enter. So what we're going to do, we're going to totally wipe the chip because we don't know what's happened to it. So we're going to press number 7, and that takes it into recovery. And then you press number 1 for yes. As you can see, the loco is running through a stage where it's resetting the chip. There we go. So now the chip is programmed back to factory settings. So if we go exit out of this one, so you press escape, and escape brings it to there, escape. We'll bypass that a second, we'll go. Right, so now we've got the on the select loco, so we're going to select loco, and we're going to enter number 3 because it is at factory default. And there we are. So with all being well, it should fire up. Select number 3. So number 1 is for engine startup. Let's see if it works. God, that speaker's horrible. But we can change the volume on these ones. It's so easy to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and program the loco up first, and then we will go into the settings, how to change the volume on it. So, right, so we're going to go, yet again, you're on the program track, press escape, program number 4, enter that, use program track, enter. Number 1 for your addresses, so you press number 1, it's reading the, sorry, manufacturer 48, we'll enter that, decoder version 120, press enter again, set up short address, so you need to press number 1 on your NCE, short address number 3, which we'll leave it at that, and we'll press enter, activate this address, yes. Now we're going to set up the long address. So what I usually do for the loco, for the long address, is use the last 4 digits. So we've got 7099. So we're going to enter 7099. Enter that. Enter this address. Yes. Right, so now that loco is programmed to 7099. So escape out of that. So we've got 7099 on the board there. So we will press number 1 for the engine startup. There. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to alter the volume settings as well while I'm here. So when you get your TTS manual, you'll be, obviously you get this here, yeah. Now on your piece of paper, you will have this, and I'll show you in a second. So you've got your CV values. Okay, so if you want suggested volumes number 6, it goes up to number 8 anyway. So we're going to alter the engine startup, which is CV161. We're going to change that to level 8, and so on and so on and so on. So what we'll do, we'll shut that down. Now you heard how quiet that was with that speaker on. So yet again, back into your system settings. So you go into there, number 4 for program track, enter that. So you're going to press number 2 this time for CV. Right, so this brings that menu up. So you're going to type in CV value 161, and then you press your enter. Okay, so that brings that up. So it's got 004. So what you're going to do is press 0, 0, and 8, and then you press enter on that one, and we'll escape that, and then I'll go through the others later to show you. But now we're going to fire the engines back up again, and let's see the difference. It's a bit more of a difference to it, but not much. I think this has got the cold start option on this, I think. So if we press number 1 twice, it might sort that out. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to be back in a second. I'm going to alter all the CVs and then I'll be back in a second. 2 seconds there. Right, welcome back. So now I've been into CV settings. I have changed all the volumes up to level 8 on the TTS chip. Now on the instruction sheet you have got your functions, which go further right the way down to function 25. 25 is not needed unless you're fitting cab lights to a non-cab light loco, i.e. my class 60 there. That's Hornby, it's got 8 pin. I am going to be doing another video on that one regarding fitting cab lights into it. So that's a future video to come. So we're going to go through various functions from function 0, where I've got the body off on the logo, so that 0 is for your lights, from function 1 right the way to 25 using the NCE. So function 1, right, I've just cancelled the rest of the functions out there. So as you know, function 1 is engine startup. 2 is a horn. 3 is horn. 4 is brake. 5, I believe, is throttle up, if I'm correctly wrong. Yes, notch up is number 5. Focus in, Craig. Notch up. Number 6 is notch down. So we press number 6 on the function. And that brings that down. Number 7 takes the loco to idle. Number 8, everybody's favourite. You've got a crash. That speaker sounds so bad. And then we've got function 9. We'll shut that engine off there. Can't remember what number 9 was actually. It's a while since I've used one of these. Function 9 is cold start override. So basically, yeah, I thought there was. So now you press number 9 and then number 1. Well, it will work. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll try this again now. It's a bit finicky to get it done, but it does work. And then to get the higher functions using the NCE, people have asked before, is you hold shift and then you press 0. 2 seconds, guys, and I'll bring that up there. I'm holding the phone at the same time. So you hold shift and 0, brings up functions 10 to 19. So number 10, and then you do it again, shift and 0, and so on. It brings all the higher functions up, and then you can get that working right. Anyway, I hope this video helps everybody. Don't forget, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you wish. Take care. See you all later.